As in the hot, one Nigeria weaponized against Igbos, Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. Lawyer Aloy Ejimako laments. I repeat, one Nigeria is just a weapon against the Igbos, Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, according to Aloysius Ejimako. Plateau attacks. Enough is enough. We must not allow things get out of control. The heaven was not let loose. We lost over 52 people in Plateau Boko again. The Fulanis, I didn't see them on Twitter threatening brimstone because Fulanis are the one killing now. I didn't see the Hausas or the Northerners giving 48 hours to security personnel to fish out these people that are killing the Plateau people, which is the TV. For you to know that it is now obvious to everyone living in that zoo that they are just aliens in there, that the only citizen they have is the Fulanese. An Igbo man that has been found with a machete is a IPOB terrorist. Yoruba man found with a machete is a alaye tout. A dogma that has been found with a cutlass is a cult. Then Fulani man that have been found with guns, all manner of guns and ammunitions, then they are referred them as hunters. Even when their people have come out and made an open confession that they are not hunters. That one of them, their mama warned them, say, the southeast, where they go, they want to go buy people. Say, not, no be southeast. But that one did not listen to his mama. He went on and he never returned from that mission. Till today, we are still waiting to hear from Okpobolo how much he have paid as a compensation to the government of Kano State. Make on the play. Make on the play. Ndara. When we told people to unite together as one entity, as one old Eastern region to fight the common enemies, everybody was running helter-skelter. Now it have gotten to the nerves of everybody, including the so-called emirs. All of them now come to cry. They are lying to people that Olu of Ware has River State pipeline protection contract. Asaremo de Jabale, Dokumbo. Pope Francis makes a surprise first appearance at Vatican after hospital stay. Please, I'm not here to drag anybody. I'm not here to drag any church or father, reverend father or pastor. But let me ask you, this one is just an open-minded question. Pope of a something years is still going to hospital to go to collect treatment so that he will not die. But they are busy preaching to Africans and the poor that there is a place called heaven that is more beautiful than the earth. My question there is, why then now Pope don't want to go to that heaven? Something years. But they keep on deceiving the gullibles, the young youths keep on dying every day, hoping to go to heaven. Yeah. This earthly heaven that they made for the poor, which kind of heaven is that? Or rather, what kind of heaven do they made for Africans that the Igbo are scared to go? I wonder the kind of heaven that it is. Chai, I rest my case. Chai, on a with them and our people. If not to this moment, they still never learn. If not to this moment, when you talk about church or Christianity, they feel like eating you raw. They want to go to heaven. As a Lord Jesus member, they will tell you they are going to heaven, where God has prepared for them. When you look at the people who brought the Christianity to you, they don't even want to go to heaven. They want to remain on earth because they know that there's no place that is called heaven. It is imaginary place. Return to APC. Tinubu should continue. Adeyanju tackles El-Rufai over coalition. When I told you people that this guy is Tinubu's stooge in disguise, people said no. Adeyanju is a human rights lawyer. Adeyanju, Sowore, dark man, very dark man. All of these people are Tinubu's stooge. They are working in disguise. Yes, they will criticize the government. That is the contract they signed. But the only their main target is just to take attention away from the government and focus on them. Look at every blessed day, very that man must drag people online, and the youths will leave what they're supposed to focus, and then focusing on that very dark man, dragging Messi Chinwo, dragging Easy, dragging D1, dragging D2, dragging Nedu, while the government are busy guarding them. Or I don't know this stage. I don't come out now, call later and say I dey work for Turumbu. Now I'm telling them to fight to return, but you are fighting Turumbu. Can you imagine that? I beg, let us go to the reason why we are here this morning. There's no time to tell time. Like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe for more interesting videos. Special counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Aloy Ejimako, on Sunday stated that Nigeria's unity has been weaponized against the Biafra agitator. Ejimako argued that this weaponization occurred because Kanu and IPOB questioned the viability of one Nigeria. Posting on X, Ejimako pointed out that the concept of one Nigeria was weaponized against Igbo people in 1967. He wrote, in 1967, Nigeria's unity was weaponized to the point of levying genocide against Igbo, and it is presently weaponized against Martin Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB for daring to question the viability of so-called one Nigeria. Kanu is currently detained by the Department of State Service, DSS, on the orders of the Nigerian government. The IPOB leader has been in custody since 2021 after his arrest and the extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria. Since his arrest, the Court of Appeal discharged and acquitted him of all charges, but the Nigerian government has refused to release him. He was recently rearraigned before Justice James Omotosho of the Fulani High Court after Injustice Binta Iyako of the same court showed reluctance to continue handling the case of Nnamdi Kanu. This followed Kanu's challenge for her to withdraw from the matter due to a lack of confidence in her handling of the case. In response to Kanu's request, Iyako recused herself, but the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court did not accept the motion. When the trial resumed, Injustice Iyako adjourned the case indefinitely, which is they call sine die or sine qua non. However, the case was subsequently reassigned, and when proceedings resumed, Kanu's new lead counsel, Kanu Agabi, apologized for the IPOB's leaders' past outbursts at the courtroom. Plateau attacks. Look at Fulani telling us enough is enough. Well, I know they finish. National Security Advisor, NSA, Noribadu, has vowed that all those responsible for the recent attacks in Plateau State will be apprehended and made to face justice in accordance with the law. The NSA, who submitted that it was time to bring the clashes and killings to an end, declared that enough is enough on such attacks. Niger News reports Ribadu made the submission on Sunday while speaking to journalists at the headquarters of Operation Safe Haven in Jos, the Plateau State capital, emphasizing the urgent need for action to restore peace and stability to the affected communities. No be today we keep hearing this. The one that they killed on the eve of 2023, about 250 people. How many people were arrested? None. All those people, the people who killed them, have taken over their communities and renamed them, and the government are watching them. While lamenting the loss of lives, including the displacement of numerous women and children as a result of renewed attacks in some communities in Plateau State, Ribadu stressed the need to curb all provocations that could eventually lead to full-blown crises. We must not allow little things to spark events that spiral over out of control, he said. Ribadu expressed regret over the resurgence of village attacks and promised the support of the federal government in curbing the trend of violence. The NSA also revealed that the country and security forces are recording significant progress in the fight against terrorists and criminals, noting that incidents of violence and fatalities have been reduced by over 90% across the country. Now, thunder will fire you, no Ribadu. You can never die well. Idiot. How many people died the other day in Agatu? How many people died the other day in Otubo? You said it reduced 90%. The thunder that will fire you, it will never show mercy. And your children will die like fowls. Because the children of the poor, they are killing like this. He disclosed that nearly 2,000 terrorists have been persecuted nationwide within the past year. The one that they reintegrated into the society. Is that the one you persecuted or prosecuted? Rubbish. They are lying to the people that Olu of Warri have Rivers State Pipeline Protection Contract. Asare Dokumbo. A former Niger Delta agitator and the monarch of Turasama, Piri, LM Kalabari, Asare Dokumbo, has publicly criticized government Ekpomopolo, also known as Tompolo, over his handling of the lucrative pipeline protection contract awarded by the Nigerian government. In a scattered three-part video posted on social media, Punch noted that Dokubo accused Tompolo of cornering a contract that, according to him, should have been shared among all ex-militant leaders of the Niger Delta region. The video, uploaded on March 24 by the verified account of Lord of Warri, features a passionate rebuke of Tompolo's management of the pipeline protection contract. Dokubo expressed dissatisfaction with how the contract meant to benefit all former militants were reportedly monopolized by Tompolo. According to Punch, this is coming to the time ex-militant leaders in the Niger Delta region are at odds over a multi-million naira pipeline contract, with tensions rising amid the recent renewal of the major security contract and shifting political dynamics. Dokubo in the video said during the time of Goodluck Jonathan, he awarded a coastal protection contract to Tompolo. A group including myself went to meet the former president, and he said the contract was meant for all of us. We tried to communicate with Tompolo, but he said the contract was exclusively his. We did not want to raise an eyebrow. He was given $144 million every year and did not contract for 3 years. Okay, and did that for 3 years. He did not give anybody a dime. We did not do anything. We just left him. Now they are lying to people that the Olu of Warri is the one who has the Rivers State Pipeline Protection Contract. It is a lie. I am talking about Kalabari, not Rivers State. The 83-kilometer pipeline that passes through Kalabari from my native Kula, Elama, to Cow Throne Channel was included and given to him. And people say he is not a greedy man. A man that took over $144 million, which the president said was for all of us, vehemently refused to share. I take a thumb and boy loaf are witnesses. If Olu of Warri had taken the Rivers State Pipeline security contract, what was his approach compared to Tompolo's? Did Tompolo reach out to anybody when he got the contract? Did the Olu of Warri sit in his palace and ask everybody to come and meet him? No, he did not. You have to humble yourself, interact with others, and make them see reasons, even if they initially refuse. Did Tompolo give anybody part of his contract? Now he brings in Olu of Warri to wipe up sentiment so that people will rise against him. Nobody will do that. For those who say they want to come out, do so when you are ready. Isn't one of you using the military to arrest and kill people? You can't fight. You are using the military to chase people. No military will chase me. Know that if we are going to fight, it is me and you. The video, which an heir to another ex-militant told Punch was old, was accompanied by a statement from the ex-user who accused Tompolo of monopolizing the pipeline protection contract, according to Asare Dokumbo. An anonymous official who spoke with Punch from Tantita further explained the contract was renewed last year, and I don't think it makes any sense for anybody to bring or to be raising an eyebrow now. In any case, whoever has issues with the contract should take the matter up with the NNPCL. The video you are referring to is old. The user, however, explained that the Olu of Warri's contract in Rivers State was awarded to protect pipeline in Isekiri and Ilaje areas. He wrote, "If you are bringing up the Olu's contract, let's be clear. That is in Rivers State, not Delta State. It wasn't until last year that the Olu's contract expanded to cover some Isekiri and Ilaje areas. The Isekiris, Urobos, Isokos, and Ejos were all brought on board by PINL, Pipeline Infrastructure Nigeria Limited. Over 60% unemployed youths are getting monthly paychecks thanks to the Olu of Warri, and let's correct something. When the Bayelsa and Rivers State contract were awarded to the company where the Olu was chairman, he wasn't even the Olu yet. Plus, he didn't go around kidnapping or unlawfully detaining people like a certain security service has done, and still does, which, by the way, isn't even part of their contract. The Olu didn't demand that anyone grovel at his feet. He split the contract with stakeholders so the protection could run smoothly in those areas without drama. He didn't hoard it all for himself. Tantita doesn't even come close to PINL. No human rights abuses, no shady nonsense, as the Ijos, Ugonis, Ibibios, and Ikweres who have worked with Olu. Not a single complaint. Anything you hear otherwise is just political noise from rival contractors trying to steal the pot. Oga Pope makes first surprise appearance at Vatican after hospital stay. Pope Francis on Sunday made his first public appearance since being discharged from hospital 2 weeks ago after treatment for double pneumonia. The pontiff entered St. Peter's Square at the Vatican in a wheelchair to greet cheering crowds. The 88-year-old has endured 5 weeks of treatment in the most serious health crisis of his 12-year papacy. In a previously unannounced move, the Pope came out to the square shortly before noon, 1000 GMT, at the end of the celebration of the Mass for the Catholic Church Jubilee year. The clergy coming in front of the main altar for the service in bright sunshine waved to the crowds before speaking briefly. "Happy Sunday to everyone," the Pope said, speaking in a frail voice while receiving oxygen via a small hose under his nose. "Thank you so much," according to him. Daily Post report that Francis usually offers a weekly noontime prayer in St. Peter's Square on Sundays, but has not been able to do this since February 9 before going to hospital. He was admitted to the hospital on February 14 for a bout of bronchitis that developed into double pneumonia, an especially serious condition for him as he had palsy as a young adult and had part of one lung removed. The last but not the least, return to APC. Tinubu should continue. Adeyanju tackles El-Rufai over coalition. Activist and lawyer Deji Adeyanju on Sunday advised former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai to return to All Poverty Congress APC and lobby for a minister. Adeyanju said it was better for Bola Ahmed Tinubu to continue than any coalition of El-Rufai to stand. Posting on X, the activist claimed that Nigerians cannot forget El-Rufai's wars in a hurry. However, I need to put this out there now. Any coalition with El-Rufai is better for Tinubu to continue. Let El-Rufai just go back to his APC and lobby for his minister of power appointment. We can't forget everything he has said and done because of politics. because that El-Rufai, former People's Democratic Party presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar, had announced a coalition recently. A coalition was meant to confront Tinubu in 2027 and oust him out of power. Period to announcement, El-Rufai had dumped APC for the Social Democratic Party, SDP. This was after a series of meetings with several opposition leaders following his attack on the ruling APC. El-Rufai has said the ruling APC lacked internal democracy because he was not chosen as a minister. Anyway, my good people of Biafra, we don't talk much. This is time to reflect on the ones who have said before. Because I say, so all this talk without something to show for it. Sometimes this is talkative. But let us just end it here. And I will hear my voice again when I come back. Just like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos. I, Okulora, will always be here to serve you. I never change you. My name still remains the same. Have a nice day. Keep me, my people. I love you all.